Guys ready? Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Got a little bit of a mic issue. Let me know if you can hear me, if there's an echo, if I gotta talk louder, gotta talk quieter. I am here in Houston, Texas. No, Dallas, Texas, sorry. And I gotta share with you a crisis that's happening over the border and also in another country that I can't even say the country's name, and I'll show it to you because the media does not want this information out. It's getting scary and something you need to prepare for right now. I'm gonna tell you about a hotel that somebody I know just stayed at here in Dallas, and migrants are getting paid. You know, the government's paying these hotels that have great reviews, right? And they're getting more to put migrants up in there. They're walking the halls, they're sitting there, chilling in the hallway, even urinating in the hallways of these hotels. This is insane. Story is out of, this is out of the APnews.com. Mexico's president says 10,000 migrants a day are heading to the U.S. border, and he blames the U.S. sanctions on Cuba. We have quite a serious situation right now, and people aren't paying attention to it. We're being overrun with people. Our taxes are going to paying people to live in hotels. We are seeing stories out of New York, especially, and New York is going to be on fire, I believe, in 2024. I think that you're going to see fires all over 2020, over New York City as it burns to the ground because of their own insane policies. I'm going to tell you right now, this is the time to start thinking about it's not start thinking about, I always have, and I'm sure you have. Type 1 if you have protection. If you don't, you owe it to your knowledge yourself, and we're talking about tools of the trade, weapons, having self-defense training and weapons, your own gun, whatever, to protect yourself, and you need training, you need to operate them safely, you need to become very fluent in using them, because right now, let's go to this story and then I'm going to explain it, because you're going to understand what's happening right outside of Italy, and it's scary. It is very scary. Government's not here to come help you, come save you, all right? They're here to rob you, to destroy you, and to make you a renter. It says, this is out of Mexico City. Mexico's president just said Monday that about 10,000 migrants per day are heading to the U.S. border. And he blamed U.S. economic sanctions on countries like Cuba, Venezuela for the influx. President Andres Miguel Lopez said the number of migrants reaching Mexico's northern border within the United States was partly due to about 6,000 migrants per day crossing into Mexico from Guatemala over the past week. And I'm telling you right now, Mexico, they're just saying, get on the train and go straight on past. We know where you want to go. Just go. Get past us. We need to stop this. He said many of those migrants are traveling on a route through Central America that includes the jungle-clad Darien Gap between Panama and Colombia. And I'm telling you right now, the leader of this country, the one that falls upstairs, craps his pants, can't speak clearly because his brain's such mush because of how he's lived his life. This is part of their plan. And at a certain point, I believe there are sleeper cells. They're going to wake up. And they're going to cause so much chaos in our country. This is by design. Go and legally register a weapon. It shows the government that we're not backing down. And when I say stuff like this, I'm going to share with you something that just happened right outside of Italy that is so horrific. And they don't want you to know this stuff, but as I share these things with you, there's risk. There's risk right there because they don't want me sharing this with you. It says Lopez Obrador seemed to join Colombian President Gustavo Petro in blaming the situation on U.S. sanctions on countries like Venezuela and Cuba. Remember, because we're attacking them because of things like their relationship with Russia and other stuff, right? Whose citizens make up a large part of the migrant flow. Experts say economic mismanagement and political repression are largely to blame for the tide of migrants leaving those countries. Remember, type 3, if this makes your blood boil, people like Pelosi that did not want Trump to build a wall for our protection, both economically and security, physical security wise, she has a wall around her house. But that didn't even stop people from coming in and bashing her husband's head in. It's probably because he was doing bad things. That's how, when you live that kind of life, not even a wall protects you, right? Type 4 if you believe we need that wall and we need it quick. It says here the United States has sanctioned both governments over, we're talking about Venezuela and Cuba, over what it considers suppression of democracy. Do you think we have democracy here? We have lost the republic. Type 5 if you agree. If you type 5, you're agreeing to that. We've lost our republic. We don't have democracy. We don't have anything right now. But as you type 5, I want you to understand that we're getting it back. 2024, I just had a meeting with a group that run a big channel. They actually, I was one of the founders of this channel. I'm gonna go into it in a little bit in the future here. You're gonna find out. We align. Their subscribers might as well be like you, right? Amazing American citizens, patriots, people that understand how big of a deal this is, and they're not gonna take it lying down. 2024 is gonna be a gnarly year, but it's gonna be the greatest year of your life. Type 6 if you agree. Because when you know what I mean, you're gonna live the way you were supposed to be, free, and you're gonna be shouting it from the rooftops. And the great thing is, your neighbors are about to wake up too. 2024, because it is gonna get so dark, so vile, so crazy in this country. You are gonna watch blessings explode on this country because the lions are waking up. Now going back into the story about Mexico, and then we're gonna tell you about Italy. Lopez Obrador said also has slammed US aid for Ukraine. Type 7 if you want us to stop sending you aid to Ukraine. I want it to stop now. We are funding a proxy war with Russia. We are also doing it to save all of the blackmail that the Democrats have on people. And don't get me wrong, I can't stand the Republicans either. But I'm telling you right now, this crap's gotta stop now. But he says he blames it that the United States should spend some money on that was sent to Ukraine on economic development in Latin America. You know who's developing Latin America right now? China. China is. Russia is also strategically working on countries like Cuba. And I'm telling you right now, they are our enemies. They want us destroyed. And we are doing a good job of destroying ourselves. But people like you and people like me are standing up. We're waking up. That's why I keep telling people, start a channel, start going big. Or if you don't want to start a channel, then share the important stuff in places like Facebook groups and things like that, because this is very, very serious. So let's dive into this story right now on what's going on in Europe, right off the coast of Italy. All right. Oh man, I gotta figure this one out. Okay, stand by. Lampedusa. I gotta do this live. PDE. Okay, here we go. Lampedusa, an island in the Mediterranean Sea. Look at that, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love clear water. I want to go scuba diving right now. It says Lampedusa is one of the Pelagic Islands in the Mediterranean Sea, southern Italy. It's known for its beaches, including the, you know me in reading, Spiglia di Cordelia, with shallow waters and colorful marine life. It faces the area marina. I'm not even gonna finish that. I can't even finish that crap. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about news. This is important. Right here. Refugees, they're talking about okay, this is what they're sharing on the news right now. Look at the refugees that died in a shipwreck. You wanna feel sorry for them, right? Okay, this country, I believe, has about, 5,000 people. And you're seeing all these stories. Italy remembers the refugees from this city, right? These people died a long time ago, like 10 years ago, let's say. And so you type in this story and all you see is, oh, it's so sad, these refugees died 10 years ago. Okay, what they're doing is they're covering up a real story that's happening right now. There's like, I wanna say 5,000 people live on this island. And they just had 10,000 immigrants hit their shores. They've tripled the size of this island, and they're destroying the island. They are going physically door to door and robbing people. They're going to the grocery stores and robbing them, just taking the food. They have completely taken over. The entire country or island has such little police, it's a joke. They have nothing. They don't have any weapons to defend themselves. And they have been taken over by sheer force. Media is trying to keep it very quiet, and I don't know how to get this stuff out. And so what I want you to do is start searching it, and I'm going to do some more stories later today, but I've got to do it a different way to get this information out. But right now it says, look, photos, the Lampedusa marks 10-year anniversary of tragic shipwrecks, right? Tragic shipwrecks, and they show all the coffins and feel bad for these. This country is being overrun right now by immigrants. Watch this. If I search a little bit, and you know I'm doing this right in front of you live. It says 3 hours ago, EU takes steps towards overhauling migration system, right? Here we go, 2 weeks ago, Lampedusa flooded with thousands of immigrants. Well, it's out of CBS, but it's a YouTube video. And you can't find any information on this. Here's 6 days ago, out of NPR, check this out. Italy's Lampedusa island struggles with migrant crisis. As of 6 days ago, it says nearly 2,000 migrants have died crossing the Mediterranean. They're focusing on that. They're not focusing on the fact that 10,000 just hit their shores. It tripled the size of the country, and they are stripping the country of their food and their resources right now. And pretty soon, hopefully they don't start raping their women. This is not a joke. They're keeping it out of the media. And I mean, come on, who here believes NPR? They're a bunch of crap anyway. This is happening though in our country. I know our country's big and it's expanded, but I'm telling you, I just saw somebody had stayed at a hotel where migrants are in there. The government is paying the hotel way more than they're charging other people, right? It's full to capacity, but yet there's no cars outside. Complete full to capacity. They're sitting in the hallways and urinating on the carpets. Think about what's going on. What you may not see in the streets right now, it's because the government is funding it inside the hotels. What would it take if all of a sudden, and these are fighting aged men that I'm looking at. What does it take if all of a sudden they all get something on their cell phone and say, go loot, go get what's yours. These rich people don't deserve it. I'm telling you, this is not a joke. You have a right to bear arms, and our government is trying to take that freedom from us right now. Hit that thumbs up and share this video if you agree. This is not a joke. You can't sit on the sideline anymore and go, the police will come save us. No, they won't. There's defund the police movements all over the country, and I'm telling you right now, this is a planned event. Look at Chicago, look at New York. Those cities are about to burn in 2024. Type 10 if you agree with me. And you can't sit on the sideline and be a coward. I have hope because I know a lot of you. I just got to spend the weekend in Las Vegas with 800 of you, and that gives me a lot of hope. But we got a long way to go, and we got to grow, and we got to organize ourselves. Every single one of those migrants have one thing that a government's paying for, and that, I'm going to tell you right now, this is a communication device. Wake up, people. Your Second Amendment rights are so important. And you want to know why they're so important? Because right now, the government wants to take them from you. They know they're important. You should too. The Economic Ninja is out.